Well, 9 on Your Side's Paula Suro was one of the first people at the scene. She was updating us live all morning on the fire. Now at noon, she's talking to those impacted by the flames.
Hamilton Fire Chief Mark Mercer says they took care of the citizens first, evacuating neighbors like the Huphertz who live just feet away from the warehouse. You can see their shutters completely melted and their windows broken.
Oh my, it was like a nightmare. It was unreal, and it was like a big old orange ball of flame. It was terrible.
In the midst of all the smoke, Shawn Huphertz still feels grateful despite his melted home and car taillights.
Better than a human, though. I mean, you can replace anything. You can't replace a human.
Because in the end, everyone was safe. There were no injuries.
The whole thing was just an inferno.
You couldn't step out through the doors. The heat, it singed the hair on my arms.
At least 5 fire departments worked for hours to put out this warehouse fire that left neighbors evacuated for more than 2 hours.
An incident this big, it takes up a full city block, and just working with fire all around that building and having those crews working, it's great to have the support from those guys.
Chief Mercer says this old warehouse was not well maintained and had collapse issues in the past. And today was no different. The collapsing made it harder for firefighters to access the lower hotspots.
The top floor was still intact when we had seen it. Like, we was here when the floor caved in.
But to neighbors, this is more than just a problem building, which according to the chief was being used to store cardboard and plastics.
Well, it's been here before I was born. That's all wood in there. The framing is all mostly wood.
Although the cause of the fire is still under investigation, they are not ruling out the potential of someone being in the vacant building when the fire started.
It definitely was a cooler night than we've had in the last couple of weeks. 4:45 in the morning, so that's likely, somebody was in there that shouldn't have been in there.
Well, Butler County Emergency Management and the American Red Cross were here to help neighbors like the Huphertz stay safe and stay hydrated. In Hamilton, Paula Suro, 9 on Your Side.